Yeah, no one may need more dice because if you have more dice, you already have dice. If you already have dice, you don't need more dice.
You want these heavy boys?
Yes.
Brayton, tell the truth. Have you touched these rainbow dice?
No.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, those ones or these ones?
Those ones.
Oh, yeah, I touched those.
Okay.
Put them back away.
Quick. I'm using my untainted dice, thank you.
Bardic Mystery Tours, Season 6. But don't worry, it's nothing that you miss. You can buy to see it just as it exists. We're just trying to keep the numbers alive, so skip right over Season 5. Look back to Dreamlancer and their tricks. You're gonna have to call it Season 6.
Bardic Mystery Tours, a 5th edition D&D actual play about a rock and roll band out on tour solving mysteries. I'm Clifton, and I'll be your guest DM.
Hey there, I'm Emily, and I'm playing Kemen, a fearful hippie and bass player in the band Dreamlancer. He's wearing a sweet leather vest with long chevron fringe, an olive green bandana, and Birkenstocks. No shirt, though, as long as Clifton says his aesthetic won't make him freeze to death.
Hi, I'm Brayton, and I'm playing Staff, who is a changeling who's playing Scrapper, who is a shifter guitar player in the band Dreamlancer. Don't worry, we get confused too. Maybe one day, Staff will be discovered by the other band members and we won't have to do this anymore.
Hey there, I'm Nora, and I'm playing Windy Snowy Mountains, the fluffiest, best snow-catching snow leopard tabaxi bard you've ever met. Windy's excited to put her imp plushie to good use training Lars, and she's also got a brand new pretty necklace that she's excited to show off. Blue complements her white fur. She's also super excited to travel in the snow.
Hi, I'm Ed, and I don't know why I'm here.
You're playing Lars today.
Oh. All right. Let me pick up some stats real quick. Hold on a second. All right, I got some general stats together.
Is that all you wrote down for your whole character?
Yep.
Do you have proficiencies or anything?
Nope.
Do you want to tell us who Lars is?
Hi, I'm Ed, and I'm playing Lars, a massive dog-sized gerbil that at one time was like an elephant-sized gerbil, because in the town of Consville, there was an enlarginator that accidentally turned Lars into a giant gerbil. The Dreamlancer decided not to kill, and instead petted.
What?
Is that instead of befriended? Be-petted. I think it's be-petted.
Enslaved?
Made part of the band?
Employed?
So now Lars travels with the band Dreamlancer and plays the drums. He has a collar that lets him speak, but he's not very bright.
I thought he had a magical hat.
Is it a hat?
Yeah.
Oh, does it have a propeller
has a spinner,
on top?
yeah.
Oh, and Lars has a magical hat with a propeller on top that it gives him the ability to speak. However, he is not very bright.
So, Dreamlancer is walking down the road in the middle of a valley, lightly forested. It's overcast, and you can see in the distance you are coming up to a town.
How close are the mountains to us now?
They are probably about 40 feet to either side. It's kind of narrow for the bottom of a valley, but it widens out ahead.
Is there a sign for this town coming up?
Not yet.
Is it snowing still?
Not snowing right now,
Dang.
but it might later.
Is there snow on the ground?
Yes.
Is it cold?
Yes.
I'm going to pretend to not be cold because I'm a tough cat.
Okay. Good luck with that.
I'm not cold, even though I'm not
Are you
wearing
trying
a
to
shirt.
deceive everyone to not being cold?
No, only if you make me roll because it's just a chance to fail.
Okay. You can pretend.
Perfect.
Brayton, we have a guest. Are you giving him dice?
Oh, yeah, you want some dice?
Sure.
He has some.
I'll put them next to my other 7 pairs of dice.
If you're trying to tell us you don't need more dice, you're a liar.
I'm not saying I don't need more dice.
If you're not a liar, you may be a harp.
A small one.
I think what you're saying is that you don't necessarily not want more dice, but that you don't need more dice.
That's accurate.
You might want some of these dice.
No one needs more dice. Windy!
Lars, what's up?
Snow!
Yeah, isn't it great?
Yeah, yum.
You want me to throw some snowballs for you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put together a couple of snowballs and try and play like gerbil dog fetch with Lars.
Okay. Do you throw them?
Yes.
I just don't even pay attention to them.
Motherfucker. And then I pull out my imp plushie and I wave it in Lars' direction and I say, Lars,
Yeah.
pay attention.
Imp.
Yeah, bad.
Eat.
Yes. I give it to him and I play tug of war.
Do an opposed strength check.
6.
9.
Okay, you're easily able to keep it both in Lars's mouth and not lose hold of it
Okay.
for as long as you want to play with tug of war. All right, coming down the road in the opposite direction, you see a carriage. It is driven by a small dwarf, small for a dwarf too, and the back of it is enclosed, kind of like you would see one of those ones that royal people might go in.
Like in the animated Robin Hood?
Yeah,
Or Cinderella?
yeah.
A stagecoach.
I always think about stagecoaches in more like a Western type thing.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if that's true or if I'm mistaken.
What kind of dwarf did you say?
You can't tell yet.
What kind of attire does this dwarf have on?
It's just plain common attire. He looks a little rough around the edges. Like he hasn't had a chance to, collect himself in a long time.
Does it look like we're going to have to move over? Like, is he going faster than us?
The road is wide enough. He's coming the opposite direction.
Oh, okay.
I say we hail him.
Does he have a horse?
Yeah, that's how it's being pulled.
Nice.
Hail him, all we have is snow.
I wave and I say, hello!
He ignores you and stares straight ahead.
I'll wait till we get closer. Let me know when we're only like 100 feet apart.
Okay, you're 100 feet apart.
I give him that 3-finger peace sign.
And I say, hello!
I wave my arms real big.
He doesn't acknowledge you at all.
Wendy, toss up a snowball.
I toss a snowball straight at the dwarf's face.
He doesn't dodge, but make an attack roll.
19.
You nail him right in the face, but he has no reaction whatsoever.
Is he wearing glasses?
No.
Does it actually hit him or does it go through him?
It hit him. You saw the impact.
I nudge the big guy and say, hey, maybe you should try talking to that horse and tell it to stop so that we can figure out what's going on.
All right. I'm like, hey!
Remind me real quick. You understand what they say or no?
No,
Okay.
I just have an ability
Okay.
to talk to them. And then I'm like, stop!
The horse slows a little bit, but the driver urges it on. As the carriage begins to pass you, give me a perception check.
13.
15.
23.
15.
Okay. As it passes, you can hear someone from the inside of the carriage.
What's it say?
He says, "And if output doesn't increase, then a replacement will be in order, and nothing would please me more." And then it trails off into the distance behind you.
Ooh, pretty spoopy. You guys want to chase this down and try to find out more information or just not harass people on the road?
Yeah.
Yeah, I turn around and run towards it and see if I can, do one of those moves like you do when you're trying to catch a train, but to the back of the carriage.
Grab it?
Jump up on it, get it, become a part of the speed of it.
What's going pretty fast now that it's out of town? So, what's your speed again? Is it
Fast.
Is it 30?
Yeah.
So fast.
No, I try to catch it as it goes past. Not
As it
run,
get-
run
So before you
after.
finished hearing what he said.
Yeah, and also the horse tried to slow down.
Mm.
And when it didn't slow down, I was like, oh, I want to get it.
Okay, sure. You know what? Try and grapple the carriage.
Not so good. 8.
You hold your hand out and you grab on, but it slips right through your fingers.
Dang. Guys, I tried,
Yeah, but I don't know if you should be stopping people just because they don't say hi to us, big
That's
guy.
rude.
That is rude. We're on a mission to give people in this land better manners. That's part of our band's thing.
And rock.
And roll. It's scritches.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, well, let's just keep going to the next town, but that was certainly weird.
All right. As you move closer to the town, you can see on towards the sides of the valley, before it opens up, there are a few guard towers. And as you get closer, you can see a sign. And it says, Myhra-Dún Mining Company.
Myhra-Dún?
Myhra-Dún. I'm very interested to see how you spell this.
Muridun.
Yeah, but the U has an umlaut on it. Myhra-Dún. Duh.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm also somewhat concerned that I didn't pronounce it right. So we're going to go with whatever you assume.
I wrote Myradun.
Do they have one of those signs where it says, number of days since last incident?
No.
Does it have a population sign?
No, it doesn't have one of those either.
Is this a Warcraft reference?
It's not supposed to be.
Okay.
Isn't Myhra-Dún a character?
Myhra-Dún is.
Myhra-Dún. But some people pronounce it wrong like idiots.
Oh,
And I'm only
me?
really mad about it.
Can we tell what kind of thing that they might mine at this mine company? Do we know that this area is rich in coal or silver or some other
Roll
type
me a
of...
knowledge check.
So in 5th edition,
It's a history check.
okay,
16.
It's coal.
that's cool.
Clendel's getting iron from somewhere to make all those chains from.
Yeah, but they need the coal also
To melt the
to melt
iron.
them.
Are the chains mostly iron or mostly steel? Because if it's steel, they need that coal too.
A lot of steel has iron in it.
I mean, also, like, coal can be used to heat your house and stuff. It has multi-uses.
Wait, if it's used to make things hot, then why is it called cool?
Not called cool.
Yeah, in your cool cellar.
It is chilly down there.
Is a cool cellar like a Spencer's gift?
That's a semi-cool cellar.
I want to look around for an office or something. Or, like, is there, like, a gift shop?
Okay, there are 4 notable buildings you can see in the town. To the left, slightly above on a bit of a bluff, is a large manor. Towards the front of the town where you guys are now is a kind of big town gathering center type building. There's also a general store and a large warehouse-looking building. It's toward the right side. All the rest of the buildings you see are either small dwellings or like long, short buildings.
Long dwellings.
Long dwellings.
Is anybody outside hanging around?
There are a couple people milling back and forth,
Wait, how much snow is on the ground?
dusting.
Oh, I thought it was like more than that.
I managed to make some snowballs, so it was enough to make snowballs.
Maybe you found like a good like pocket.
Yeah, underneath a tree.
Does there seem to be... This seems like it's just a company town. It's not anything more than that. Like, it's not like a town that has a big mining company in it. It's the entire town is encompassed by this sign that says Myhra-Dún's Mining Co.
It's Myhra-Dún. Come on.
Myhra-Dún's
Myhra-Dún.
Mining... Does it say co with a period or company?
It said company.
Okay, that's my own fault for abbreviating in my notes.
Viva la compagnie.
Hey guys, where do you think we should go to try to play a show?
I think we should go to the general store and see what kind of cool stuff they have. And maybe, like, there's somebody in there that we could talk to about the music scene.
Yeah, this town might suck because I didn't see a bar.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, where do all these miners drink at the end of a hard day's work?
maybe they just drink all day in the mine.
Could work.
All right, let's go to the general store and ask about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Lars.
Yeah.
So you head over to the general store, but before you can get too far into the town, a guard stops you. It is another dwarf. This one in leather armor has the mining company logo on the shirt.
What's the logo?
What's it look like?
It's just in 2 M's overlapped.
Like a big one, and then lining the inside of the big M is a small M of a different color.
They like overlap some, but one is bigger, but they're like angled differently.
Does it look more like an upside down Volkswagen logo or more like an upside down Wayland Corp logo?
I don't know what the second one is.
It sounds to me like one of them is italicized and one of them isn't.
One of them is sans serif, and one of them has serifs.
Are you
Ugh.
serious?
I leave.
This company
I leave
sucks.
the town.
Dreamlancer, graphic design company.
Graphic design is my passion.
At least you didn't say one of them is papyrus.
One's
The other
Comic
one is
Sans.
Comic Sans.
One of them's wingdings, and
Oh my god.
the other one's Helvetica.
Helvetica?
Oh, yeah, because devils.
Are they both Helvetica?
Helvetica is not a serif font.
I know, but maybe you were lying before.
Also,
No, that's canon now.
I don't know if one letter can be in Helvetica because it's all about kerning.
You mean Kemming? It's a good kerning joke for you. The guard says, "Halt there.
Oh, hey, man.
Yeah.
We'll need you to check your animals in if you're going to be staying in this town. It's
Yeah.
dangerous out here. A lot of mine equipment going back and forth.
What animal are you talking about?
Well, that large, fluffy one.
I'm a person.
Yeah, that's rude.
No, not that large. Somewhat smaller than that.
Valerie.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Valerie's
our
our
horse?
horse.
We need the horse to move the cart around.
Yes, you'll need to stable the horse and cart if you're planning on staying in this town.
Okay, well, what if we're just going to the general store to get some supplies and moving on?
Well, then you'll still have to stop off there, leave the horse, go to the general store. You can't take your horse and cart to the general store
Can you tell me why you think it's dangerous?
because this is a mining town. There are accidents every day,
But don't all the accidents happen in the mine that's underground?
but we ship them out.
The accidents?
We export
Look,
accidents?
Look, I don't make the rules here. I just enforce them.
Hey, man, I know you're just doing your job, we'll definitely hit up the stable as soon as we get, as soon as we go to the general store. But we don't want to have to carry our stuff by hand across the whole town to the stables.
We're planning on buying a bunch of stuff, so
Also, we already got all these instruments. That's a lot of stuff to carry.
The stable is behind the town center, right ahead of you. Right past that is the general store. It is close enough.
All right, we'll definitely stable our horse and
Yeah.
cart.
You got any wheelbarrows?
No.
You got any shopping carts?
No.
I thought this was a mining town. You got to have like some kind of cart for the
Yeah,
coal.
mine carts. They go in the mine, they come out of the mine, we take the things out of the cart, we put them onto carriages that are at the opposite end to leave.
Are the things you take out accidents?
We take out the people in the accident.
Hey, I have
All
an
right,
aesthetic question above the table. Are there mine cart rails, like tracks, going through all the streets?
They go some places, yeah.
Nice.
Think kind of like how places are with roads. Like think about Venice, but instead of canals, it has mine carts.
Are there like romantic minecart gondolas?
Yeah, they punt them down the alleyway.
And then they take you into the tunnel of love.
That's the mine.
What are those things called that go on train tracks where you pump them up and down and it's like,
I have no idea what
I don't
those are
think if
called.
they're named.
I think we should find a name right
I
now.
think they're called like hand-powered like train
Hand
carts.
cart?
People need to learn something in this
hand
podcast.
train cart.
yeah, this is an educational podcast after all.
The internet is a magical place filled with information.
It says a hand car,
Hand car.
also known as a pump trolley, pump car, jigger, Kalamazoo, velocipede, or dracene.
It can't be a velocipede. That's the big bicycle.
What?
The bicycle with the one giant wheel.
That's a penny
No.
farthing.
Yeah. I like velocipede the best because it sounds like a centipede.
Have I been
that goes
calling them both
really
of those
fast.
things this whole time? I thought they were interchangeable.
I hope that word means both, and it's just like an old word for a thingamajig that we don't use anymore.
Velocipede?
Mhm.
It is. It's both.
That's
Yes.
hilarious.
It means human-powered land vehicle.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
I'm into it.
That means if you had one that looked like a velociraptor, it would be a velocipede.
Or a velosa squared pede.
Or velocipeder.
All right, sir. Yeah, we'll definitely stable our horse and cart. You don't have to worry about a problem from us.
Good.
Hey, Mr. Guardman, is this town known for its, like, you guys have a big music scene here, right?
We have mandatory gatherings every Friday,
Ooh.
What day is it, man?
Thursday.
I make wide eyes at my friends.
We make them back.
Excited!
Oh, we're a band. We could play a show for you guys, you know?
That may be acceptable.
Yeah, who do we talk to about getting on the docket?
You'll have to talk to Mr. Barron.
Docket?
Is Mr. Barron into beers? Because we like to drink beers when we're drinking. I mean, when we're...
I'm sorry to inform you this is a dry town, sir.
What?
Too many recent accidents in the mine. We had people going down, being drunk.
Listen, man, there's a time and a place for drinking, and then it's definitely when you're playing music and not when you're working in a mine. You gotta teach your boys that, you know?
Look, I'm not a miner. I don't know what goes on down there.
I think it's culturally insensitive to dwarves to not let them drink.
You.
I mean, should you be telling a dwarf that, though? I mean, that seems culturally insensitive.
All right, maybe I'll come out and say it. I wish this weren't a dry town.
Me too.
And I was trying to put it on you guys, but it's really because I want to have a drink.
Yeah.
I give a scritch on our Fred's head.
Yeah, it's good.
Where might we find this Mr. Barron? Where does he normally hang out at?
He's usually up in his manor on the bluff to the left.
Okay. Does he have visitation hours?
Not hours, per se, but if you go there, he should be able to receive visitors.
Okay, sweet.
I want to lean in conspiratorially with the guard and slide him a couple silver and say, like, where's the closest house just outside of town where people like to have parties?
He takes this over and he says, "You didn't hear this from me, but there are no houses outside this town."
All right, whatever. Stomp back to the cart. And I'm like, I'm ready to go.
Oh, I give you a little pat on the back, friend. You okay, buddy?
Yeah.
I hand you a water skin and say you seem dehydrated.
I perk up and then I drink it and then I perk down because it's got water in it. I'm not even an alcoholic. It's just that being denied makes me feel like I need to have drinks.
So do you guys want to go stable our horse? Or you want to just go to the general store and ignore the guard?
I think we should stable the horse, but take Lars.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, man. Lars has to come with us.
All right. So we're going to take our horse over to the stable next to the town center.
Okay, there's a stable hand there.
Better than a shaky hand.
He says, hello. Are you dropping off your animals?
We're dropping off our horse and our cart.
Oh, this bad boy, and I slapped the cart. This ain't an animal. It's just a cart.
Well, you can't have other animals running around town either. It's part of the rules.
Yeah, we already talked to the other guard about this. Me and Scrapper are people, not animals.
Yeah, we're good on that. You're fine.
Thank you.
It's your smaller animal friend right there. This one.
These plushies?
No. Bigger than that one. He's kind of furry, sitting here. He approaches Lars.
Yeah.
Slightly. Yeah, that one. That one that just talked.
Oh, yeah, animals can't talk.
Yeah, he can talk, so he doesn't count.
I don't care.
Oh, technically, man, you're an animal, you know? Like, we're all animals, so...
Like, if you were a woman and you had a baby, you would lactate, so that makes you an animal.
Yeah, all animals lactate. We know this.
I say, oh, Lars, tell him you're a human.
Yeah.
You say, I'm a human.
Fuzzy.
Lars doesn't like telling people this, but he's actually like a transformed prince. It's like one of those frog stories, you know, where the princess has to kiss him on the mouth, but he just hasn't gotten kissed by the right person yet. You could try, maybe.
I also would not let a frog hop around in this town.
Well, but what I'm telling you is he's actually a person just stuck in a gerbil dog body.
Shouldn't there are no frogs in this town?
We will not on purpose.
Not on my watch.
We look around the stable, and there's just strings of dead frogs everywhere.
They really like frog legs in this town.
That'll teach them.
Well, what? So say we leave our pet human who's transformed into a gerbil person with a hat. Say we leave them here to avoid trouble. What are you going to do with them?
Fetch.
Maybe.
Yeah, he requires a lot of entertainment.
There's nothing else going on here right now. So, honestly, I might enjoy his company.
Are you an animal lover?
Why else would I work in a stable?
Some people just get jobs.
Animal
you know?
hater. Like you like locking things up. You know what I mean?
Do you have all your certifications like CPR, first aid,
I don't know what
belly
those are.
scritches?
no molestation charges? Like, I just wanted to check and make sure before we leave Lars with you.
Look, I'm clean.
We look him over. Does he look clean?
Are his boots covered in horse shit?
Only a little bit.
I got a 14 on my perception check.
Okay.
What about your insight check?
No, I was looking him over for cleanliness.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. He's washed his boots off today once or twice.
Hey, man, I gotta take a look around. Can you give me a tour of your facilities first? He's our best guy. We can't just leave him with anybody.
He's also a hard worker in our company.
Yeah, he's our drummer.
Sure thing. Follow me. Here we have the row of stables. And on the opposite side is the other row of stables.
How many horses are in them?
2.
Do they look okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to the first one. I see what color is it.
Chestnut.
In my speech with Beast and Leaf situation here, I'm like, hey, man, how they treating you?
It nuzzles your neck a little bit.
Yeah?
It has to reach up just a tiny bit because you're tall.
Yeah. Okay. You're okay?
It makes a little whinny.
Okay. And I go to the other one.
Mhm.
I'm like, is this guy mistreating you or are you okay?
It doesn't want anything to do with you.
All right, guys. Is this like a 50-50 shot here? I don't know.
All right, I'm going to kneel down in front of Lars, and I'm going to rub him on the head. I'm going to say, hey, bud,
Yeah.
we're going to have to leave you here for a little bit.
Staff.
Don't talk to anybody.
Don't talk to the staff.
Oh, wait. I meant to say Raj. Fuck. Raj.
What? All
Yeah.
right, we'll be back, in a Roger right good time.
Yeah.
Is that a phrase?
Yeah.
I've never heard it before.
Why are you saying Raj, buddy?
I rub him on the head, and I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, we got to go. And then I reach into the cart and I pull out a big log that we have that's a chewing log, because you know how gerbils and rodents have to chew on things? And I'm like, where do you want me to throw this for him to chew on?
Just by that hay pile.
I throw it by the hay pile. And I say, all right, let's get going, guys.
Okay, I'm going to give some scritches real quick before I go.
Kevin.
Yeah, and it's scritching.
Yeah.
We'll be back to check on you later, bud.
Wendy.
Be good.
Can I inquire real quick as to the whereabouts of Crow?
He's on my shoulder.
Does it look like it's on purpose?
What?
Like you own that bird?
Yeah, he's like, we're like bros.
Yeah, Crow the Raven familiar.
Crow the Raven bro.
All right.
I thought we were going to get a hard time about the raven, too.
I think we're about to as soon as we start walking away.
All right, we head off towards the general store to do some shopping.
Oh, what's your name again, bro?
Oh, I wasn't born with one.
Oh, do you want me to give you one, or we can be friends because you don't have one and I don't like them?
Hey, whatever works for you.
Nice, me too. All right,
They just call me Stable Boy.
later, dude.
See ya.
I leave.
You've made it halfway through another episode of Bardic Mystery Tour. That's pretty good work, and you should pat yourselves on the back. Hey, we're going to do some dice giveaways today, but it turns out that the only two people who entered the giveaway were my mom and my dad. So we're going to give them each a set of dice, and we're going to regroup and reconvene and rethink the way we do dice giveaways in the future. So keep your ears peeled for more information on that. Remember, you can sign up for our Patreon, and you'll get some postcards sent to you for every city that Dreamlancer visits. You can find that and every other link at bardicmysterytour.com. If you head on over there, then you'll be directed to our social media like Twitter and Facebook and TikTok and something. The other one, Instagram. And we're real good at social media. You can take my word on that. Nothing too exciting. Cliff is guest DMing. If you like the way that Cliff sounds, you should check him out in the behind the screen interviews that Ed does, which are also available to patrons on Patreon. All right. Have fun with the rest of the show, and we'll see you next time.
So you're heading over to the general store?
Yes.
The general store is locked.
Hey, guys. Do you think we should ask that stable boy to touch up the paint job on our cart?
How good do you think his painting skills are?
I don't know. The last guy did a really good job.
Wait,
I
what
know.
color hair was Stable Boy's hair?
Red.
See?
Maybe that's our thing. We only have redheads paint our cart.
Maybe that is red. Maybe he grew up
Turned into a dwarf.
in the past 8 weeks.
Look, they've been dwarves so far.
Have we seen anybody in the town yet that's not a dwarf?
Not yet.
Is there a sign on the general goods store that says hours or something?
It says, we'll be right back. And then it has one of those hours things, but it's past that time.
Oh.
Wow.
Do you guys want to just wait, or do you...
Yeah, let's play some hacky sack.
All right. We play hacky sack for a little while.
Okay.
See if
Like,
anybody-
how long's a little while?
15 minutes.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, but when you're hacking, like,
Yeah, 15
Time
minutes could
flies,
turn
dude.
into like an hour, no problem.
No one comes back.
I give a big old bang on the door. Big thud bangs. Does anyone come to the door?
Guys, I'm going to check the warehouse and see if they know anything about this. See if there's anybody over there.
Yeah, maybe this guy got in an accident.
Oh, yeah. I heard there's a lot of accidents in this town.
you're
Yeah.
just shipping them out.
Are there windows to look into this shop?
There are, but there's curtains. They're all drawn.
Is the warehouse like attached to the general goods store, or are they just kind of
No,
near each other?
they're just kind of near each other.
Is it the next closest building?
No, there's a small house in between.
All right, I'm going to go towards the warehouse, but if I see a person, I'd like to speak with them.
Okay. You don't see anybody.
All right, I keep going to the warehouse looking for a person.
All right. You're at the warehouse.
Are there any people?
Not outside.
Does the warehouse have big bay doors that are hanging open?
They have bay doors towards the mine, but they are not open right now.
What about man doors?
There are man doors.
But they're all closed also?
They're also closed.
I try one, the closest one.
Okay. It opens.
I poke my head in and I say, hello?
Okay. Inside the big warehouse building, you can see there are tracks all along the ground with overhead pulleys and things.
Mm-hmm.
And there is one person in this entire building on the opposite end.
I wave.
Okay. He waves back.
Say, hey,
Hello?
hi. Are you guys affiliated with the general store?
No, not personally.
Well, do you know anybody that I could find? It seems closed and we need to get some stuff.
If Janice isn't there, she might be at the town center.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Why aren't you at the town center?
Well, someone's got to keep the fort down here.
Yeah, you pulled the short straw, huh?
Yeah,
That sucks.
it's kind of boring.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's better than working, right?
Most of the time.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to be busy than bored.
Right.
All right, well, thanks.
See you later.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Then I go back to my crew and I'm like, hey, there was one person in the warehouse and he said maybe we should check out the town center at the YMCA.
Okay. Do you want me to go over there and check and see if there's anybody there?
Yeah, do you guys want to go check that out and I'll wait here in case they come back?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Cameron, let's go.
We go.
Can you give me a piggyback ride?
Sure. Can I give her a piggyback ride?
Do a strength check.
9.
Give me a dexterity check.
23.
It's hairy for a second there, but Wendy's able to balance it out as you stand up.
Yeah, I feel like Kemen was like confused by where all my limbs were, and I was like, I just got some purchase.
There's a weird size discrepancy thing going on. Like, you kind of assume that everybody's got arms and legs the same length, torsos the same length.
Yeah.
Do
I
I-
assume stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Do I
Cool.
see anything new from my new vantage point?
You can see a couple of roofs of the low buildings.
In my mind, I tell Crow to sit on top of Wendy's head so we can feel like a stack of people.
Yeah.
Okay. Crow just does it.
Oh, yeah.
Well trained.
All right, Kemen, walk us over to the town hall.
I do it.
Okay.
Hopefully, I don't get lost. It seems like we already knew where that was.
Yeah.
Is there a door?
Yeah. There's a set of double doors.
Are they open?
No.
I open one of them.
Okay. Inside, there's a lot of people.
Whoa, like how many lots?
Like, probably somewhere around 80 to 120. It's hard to tell.
You're bad at counting.
I have to
Bad at
tell you
estimating.
that COVID has broken me. And I was like, how many of them are wearing a mask? Are they far apart?
Are they socially distanced from each other?
Look, two of them might be wearing a mask, honestly.
Okay. All right, we go in.
They're very conscious about each other's health.
Do we go in with me still on your shoulders and you have to duck really
I don't
weird?
know, man. How tall is this door?
It's not that tall. This is
Okay.
a dwarf town.
Yeah, I'm like, you gotta get off. I can't even fit through this door, man.
I jumped down.
Okay. Crow gets back on my shoulder.
Okay.
And then I duck and get in.
I think we should walk in kind of quiet because like we don't know what's going on. So maybe like they're in the middle of a church service or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they're all standing looking in the direction opposite of the door. But there's one person that's in the front on a small something that's raising them up a little bit. You can't see it because there are people in the way.
A dais?
No, because you can't see it yet.
You would be able to see a dais if there were people in the way.
But you can what?
Maybe it's just like a stage, Ed.
Yeah, it could be a stage. It could be a box of oranges. You don't know.
It should be a soapbox.
You know, some people have stilts.
It could have leg extensions.
Some people are just tall. You ever think of that?
This person doesn't look that tall.
Really large platform shoes.
With a goldfish in them?
It
Yeah.
could be a pool and there's like a whole bunch of swimmers in the pool that are lifting the guy up.
Synchronized swimmers?
Yeah.
Do you think dwarves would have goldfish in their platform shoes, or like those fish with the translucent skin that live in darkness?
With the little bobber thing on their
Yeah,
head?
with the little light.
Well, not like
that
an
goes over the
angler
front of
fish.
their head. Yeah, they would have
Because those live in the
anglerfish.
deep.
Or one of the
Yeah, they're not
blobfish?
transparent, are they?
They're not transparent. We want cave fish.
I want an anglerfish.
Is this person talking?
Yes, but it's also kind of loud because everybody is raucous and agreeing with everything that she says.
Can we listen to a little bit of what they're saying?
She's saying, we'll set our demands straight to Robert.
Are they speaking ordinary or are they speaking dwarven?
They're speaking ordinary right now.
Well, you know what my other language is that I picked? Dwarvish. You know what we haven't run into up until this point? Any dwarves.
All right, well, I said it, though. I don't want to have to sit here and have you translate the whole thing.
Okay.
The dwarves, they know not everybody speaks Dwarvish.
Okay.
Dwarven.
Maybe the whole town speaks ordinary.
Yeah, they might. Anyway, we'll send our demands straight to Robert, and he'll have no choice but to deal with us. These unsafe conditions will not stand. People disappearing from the mines, people being crushed, people being dismembered. It stops now.
Here.
Yeah, I agree.
She notices you from the back, but nobody else turns around because they're also hearing and huzzahing.
Yar!
That's the end of her speech, and she gets down from whatever she was on.
I'm like, Wendy, she seems like maybe she's the one we want.
You think she's the general store owner?
She definitely would know the answer to any of our questions, right?
You know, if she's like the leader of these people, though, and like she can't even be bothered to make it back to the time that she put on her store window, like, do you really think she's that responsible?
Well, maybe.
Like, would you want her leading your movement?
Maybe there's just like a time difference here where we are, and like we needed to change our clocks, and so it's really our fault.
What's your watch say?
My sundial?
Yeah.
I'm inside, man.
Well, what's it say?
I look at my wrist. What time does it say? Are there any
Hold on.
lights in here?
There are lights in here. It says it's 1.
Oh, it's 1:00, man.
Oh, okay, cool.
She says, so, whatever. Time isn't real.
Okay.
I don't really respect people who take time seriously.
What if you crossed into a different time zone and you didn't know it? Because, like, you don't know what time zones are?
There's a setting on the sundial watch where you just like change it a notch for every time zone you cross.
What? What is this stupid conversation where
The sundial spins freely?
Poorly designed.
It's got another tiny sundial in the bottom right corner.
Yeah. Well, that's for the
for the
date.
second?
Does it seem like this person is done talking now? Like they finished their speech?
Yes.
I want to raise my voice and say, we're looking for a Janice?
At this point, everybody else in the room notices you're there.
Is it because we're the tallest people here?
Yes.
By a
they
lot?
They can all tell that you're outsiders. But they turn around. The woman who was talking says, that's me. And walks over towards you.
Oh, great. We were just hoping to buy some stuff at the general store.
I'm sorry to say that the general store is closed. We're on strike.
You're on strike for what?
Well, there are unsafe conditions in this town that have been going on for far too long. And it just keeps getting worse.
Worse how?
Well, at first it was just here or there, someone losing a limb or just needing to take a few days off, not feeling well, bad dust in the mines, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Then it escalated. There was people that we would find on the ends of mine corridors that barely looked like people anymore.
What did they look like?
Just piles of flesh.
You think there's like critters around that are kind of vicious, or you think there's a person behind this?
Can't be sure. But what we do know is we're not going back into that mine. So we've shut down the whole town until we get some action.
Well, what are you guys
we got
asking?
some action.
What are you asking for?
What we're asking for is protection in the mines from whatever might be down there.
Maybe you guys just need to hire like some guard dogs to come with you. Like I heard this town has a weird policy on animals, but like maybe you could make an exception.
Guard something or others. Or like maybe the guards. Maybe
Yeah.
they would help. That'd be very, very good.
Guard dwarves.
How many
Yeah.
guards do you have here?
Well, there are 4 posted outside the town at any time for people coming in and out.
Where do they live?
Well, they live up on the manor.
Well, how many are there total, all together? That's what total means.
There are 20.
How many miners were there before you guys lost all these people?
There were 150 of us, at least.
How many are there now?
Well, there are only 90 now.
Oh man.
Oof.
That's a significant loss.
Yeah, like do you guys need help like digging some graves?
Well, some of them are just missing.
So, do you think that maybe the guards are behind this?
It's hard to say.
You get along with the guards?
We don't fight the guards, normally.
Well, we heard that there's normally a big gathering every Friday in town. And we're a band. We're in a band traveling around playing our music. And we were hoping that maybe we could play a show for you guys. Maybe that would help lift your spirits.
Oh, going to our mandatory relaxation day?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We've soured on many of the company's policies recently.
Oh, what if we just play a show today and it's not mandatory? But, like, it'd be sweet if you all came.
Look, we're kind of in the middle of this right now. So we don't want to interrupt our striking mood and raise spirits in a glad way.
Whoa.
We
What
need to-
if
we need
it's
to be mad.
Ragecore? We just play, like, the ragiest songs.
Yeah, to get everybody mad.
Get them all
good and riled
feisty, ready to fight.
Look, if you can investigate the mines or find out what's going on or help us negotiate with Robert, we might be able to fit you in tomorrow. Get this thing all wrapped up.
All right, I don't have any dark vision, but I'm willing to look.
I just like to point out, too, big guy, if we find more of the miners, then we have more audience members.
Oh, that's true. Let me ask you another question, because I noticed something about the people of this town. I'm a little taller than most of you.
Correct.
How tall are the mines?
Well, the mines, the entrances were naturally formed, so they're cavernous. They do get down smaller, sort of in the 6-foot range.
Okay.
You should be able to pass through, but maybe with a little difficulty in some places.
All right. Just checking. All right, how do we get up to talk to these people at the manor if we got to go, get them?
Yeah, who's this Robert guy?
Robert is the mine company's employee,
Mr. Barron?
Mr. Barron. He's up upon the bluff. You'll see his manor.
Do you guys have like a list of written demands that we can bring with us?
We do.
Or did you already give it to him?
We've been discussing with this previously, and I think we've got something codified here.
Okay,
I'll
we
get to
can
you.
take it up to him. We'll deliver it.
We could even tell him that we're not a band. We could tell him that we're like, what's that called when you got a union and then there's the people that talk between the union and the...
A union rep?
No.
Arbiters.
Arbitrator. Arbiter.
Oh, we
They
could tell
do
him-
the
We
arbitration.
could tell them we're the arbiters. We got this.
It
Is
is
that
a
our
good
new band name?
The Arbiters is a good
Yeah.
band name.
We could have a rebranding.
We should probably talk to Scrapper about that. And maybe Lars, too.
Lars doesn't care.
He's still part of the band. Like,
We'll talk to him.
okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go tell Scrapper what we found, and we'll go visit this Baron guy. Cool?
Yeah.
Since we can't get anything from the general store. And I shoot the lady dwarf like a mean look.
You got postcards in there for when we solve all this shit for you?
I'm sure we can make some.
All right.
Sweet.
Not really a destination.
I mean, we're here, you know?
There's always travelers on the road looking for something to do. You just need to have like a marketable tourist attraction. Like you could have one of
The
those little like
Come to the mines. You may
mines.
be disappeared.
well, you know, like those mini mine things where they give you like a packet and then you just put the packet in like the water run and then there's secretly jewels in there, but they were always going to be in there because they were in the packet that they gave you.
Or for like panning for gold. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, like the guaranteed gold packets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just do one of those things.
What about that big old box of like smooth colored rocks that are like
Oh, yeah.
all the kids want those and no one knows why?
Or like you get rocks, but they're like half of them are geodes, definitely.
I think you just need to lean into the tourist attraction and then you won't have to go into the mine so much and it'll be less dangerous.
But if you need to go in there, don't worry. We killed monsters before.
Bring up the bar idea.
Oh, you should also definitely open a bar. That's
Look,
going to get all the tourists.
The
to
bar
come
might
here.
open back up someday.
There was a bar the whole time.
Where's the bar?
It's inside this building.
Where?
She points to the bar over there.
Yeah.
Is there still
That I
alcohol
didn't
in it?
describe.
You got beer in there?
No.
Okay, I got a job for you, lady. I need you to go get some kegs while we solve all your shit.
Because we're going to need to celebrate at the end of this.
Look, they'd have to go on order, and it's going to be a little while.
Okay, go in order. We'll be back.
All right, you going to stay here for 2 weeks to get the beer
Maybe, I don't
delivered
know.
in?
Maybe.
Maybe we'll help you stand up some of your tourist attractions. You don't know.
We might need to change our band name and start over. Get some new characters.
If that's what it'll take to get you up that hill, I'll place the order today.
All right, we leave, make our way back to Scrapper.
And we're going to pause you guys real quick and go over to Lars.
Uh-oh.
All right, Lars,
Yeah.
the stable boy is in there with you. What's up, boy? How are you?
Yeah.
You want to play?
Yeah.
What do you want to play?
Yeah.
Okay, he picks up some hay and just tosses it at you.
All right. I look at it and I'm like, yeah.
Okay, he comes over and scratches you underneath the chin.
It scratches. Yeah.
Okay, behave,
Bill.
behave, be
Hey.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, sit.
Yeah. He says yeah, but doesn't sit.
Okay, he holds his hand a little above your face with his fingers pinched together. And he goes, sit.
I sniff his fingers.
Okay. He kind of shrugs his shoulders. He goes, that was a good while it lasted. You have a collar on, right?
It's just rope, usually.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's a rope, yeah.
Okay, yeah. He attaches your rope to a post by the stables. And he turns around and says, I'll be back. Give me a few minutes.
Yeah.
And he heads outside.
Bill.
Is that what you're calling him now?
Stay Bill.
A couple minutes pass, and give me a perception check.
Oh, boy.
Doesn't he get
6.
advantage on sniffing checks?
Do I get advantage because I'm a wombat?
It's not a sniff.
You don't have a wombat.
Sorry.
Yeah, do you poop squares? Because wombats poop squares.
I didn't know that.
Like cigarettes?
I would say cubes.
No, like cubes.
Oh.
What did you say yet?
6.
Okay. There's light for a second, but you don't know where it came from.
Okay.
It says gerbils have good vision.
Oh, I have good vision. Do I get
Gerbils have good
advantage on vision checks?
Sure. Won't recount that.
14.
Okay. There's a flash of light behind you. It's coming from like outside of the stables. You can see it through one of the like window slits.
Oh, my. Hey.
You see a shock of hair, just brown hair, come up over the window because it's kind of high up. And you see eyes peer over and it looks around.
Hey.
It looks again at you.
Hey.
and then it slowly descends below your field of vision.
Start chewing on my log.
On your log? Okay.
Yeah.
You should chew your rope off and jump over the wall and see if you can see what that thing is. Unless you don't want to, because you're just happy with the log.
Unless you have an intelligence of 4.
It's not that high.
Okay. Well, that's going on. Back to the party. So you head over toward the manor.
Wait, do we have to go get...
Yeah, we go get
Oh, yeah,
Scrapper. We tell Scrapper that she was waiting for nothing because the general store is closed for the foreseeable future.
Because the mine is on strike.
Well, you see that I got bored and carved a middle finger into a piece of wood on the
Like
fence.
into the general store?
Is there a fence around it? Like a hitching post?
Yeah, well, actually, no, that doesn't make sense. No.
Yep, in the general store.
Whoa.
Straight on the door jam?
Yeah, but I'm a little embarrassed because I shouldn't have done that, so I try to cover it when you guys get there. And then I'm like, yeah, let's go to the manor.
What are you trying to make it look like instead?
No, like I just try to put my body between your
okay.
eyes and it.
All right, let's go.
Wait, why are we going up to the manor instead of just going into the mine?
Because we got to go deliver their demands.
Oh,
we
yeah,
told them
yeah,
we
yeah,
would.
yeah.
Oh, we should write a protest song like Woody Guthrie. Oh, wait, we're arbiter. Wait, we should try to look impartial.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
if you're in a
arbiters.
protest song and you're an arbiter. it's
Are you
not
sure
bad.
we're not arbitrators?
I
They
think
mean the
it's
same thing.
arbitration,
I'm
but you're
gonna look it
called
up.
an arbiter.
I think it's arbiter.
I think one is the archaic form. Will Dreamlancer climb that bluff to arbitrate this labor dispute? Will Janice have the beer delivered in time for a great rock and roll show? Can Dreamlancer save this town from what is menacing from within the mine? Who was this strange figure who was peeping in on Lars? Find out next time on Bardic Mystery Tour.
Mystery tour. There's only one thing waiting for. Tell all your friends and they'll tell more. Warn your sheriff 'cause we're kicking in doors. Rolling dice with our best friend. Solving mysteries again and again. Writing songs about our quest. Every other week on the internet. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. If fans want to hear more, buy some merch at the store. Rate us with a 5-star score. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.
Bardic Mystery Tour is recorded at Looking for Group Pittsburgh. Looking for Group Pittsburgh is a land center in the Brookline neighborhood of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you're in the area, stop by for games, co-working, or events. Find more information or schedule your next party at lfgpgh.com.